What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Conversation Piece, the show where we experience Indianapolis through the perspectives of all of its incredible people. My name is Patrick. I am your host, and this is the Open Door, the series where we literally open the door to the studio and sit down with members of the community to talk about whatever is on their hearts. If you're interested in participating or you want to learn more, head to conversationpiecepod.com and click on the open door up at the top. And without further ado, we're going to get into it. Actually, with further ado, shout out to Life in Indy and the team over there for sponsoring this series. And with that, let's get it. My guest today is Destiny Taylor. Destiny, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me. You have such a great podcast voice. I hope I can compliment you there.
100%. I appreciate the compliment. I hope I can compliment you well. So,
thank you. Thanks for having me.
100%. Destiny, for folks tuning in right now who don't know who you are, do you mind sharing just a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah. So in short, Destiny, I am from Indiana, from here. I've lived in Los Angeles for the past 8 years, and I just recently moved back.
Nice.
And yeah, out there on the West Coast, I really delved into all things wellness, mindfulness, spirituality, as you do when you immerse yourself in that culture. And now that I'm back in Indy, I'm just continuing my work in that space. And I have a business called the Mama Green.
Okay.
And I have been hosting really cool wellness experiences here that blend the wellness aspect, of course. I'm a yoga instructor, also a sound bath guide. But I also love music. I love culture. I love Black and brown people and just vibes. So I've just been bringing that all together for events.
I love it.
And it's been, they've been doing really well. It's been cool.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on that, on all your success. Did you feel like you had any of that pre-LA? Or did you feel like you had to bring some of that back with you to Indy?
Great question. So I've brought a lot of that back here to Indy, and it's actually been an intention of mine for a couple of years because growing up here, very, very beautiful Black background. We didn't do yoga. We barely worked out. We did not. We ate some good, soul food, but we didn't practice mindful eating. So it's been a objective of mine to come back and to bring those experiences, bring that knowledge here, and happy to have been doing that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm assuming we might be talking about that, but is there anything in particular that's on your heart right now that you want to talk about?
I just want to tell people that you are beautiful. Yeah.
When was the first time someone told you that?
My mom told me I was beautiful since I was, I'm sure she has told me since I was like a toddler, especially growing up and being as beautifully chocolate as I am.
Sure.
My family is a bit lighter skinned than I am. My mom has always made sure that she implanted to me that my beautiful chocolate skin is beautiful and it's needed in the world.
Yeah. So grew up with affirmation.
Absolutely. And speaking of affirmations, which I actually forgot, I'm actually a published author and I make affirmation cards.
Okay.
And I don't have my 2 published works, but I realized in my bag, this is the one I carry around.
All right.
And this is my my self-published deck, the first one that I bought.
Golden Mantras.
Golden Mantras.
I'm a whole ass vibe. I'm here for it.
We can pull cards. Yeah.
Everything my heart desires is manifesting into reality. This is the card I need to pull because I feel like a bunch of stuff's been happening recently.
Yeah.
So thank you for just handing me this deck. I'm going to hold this right here.
I'll pull one too.
Yeah, pull one.
I actually just threw it in my bag this morning and I didn't pull one. Mine says, I am a radiant being of love, light, and joy, which I needed this because I've been in grind mode. So it's nice to remind myself that I can be joyful. Yeah. My light spirit still pulls through when I'm in, my business mode.
For sure. Yeah. How do you balance business mode with wellness mode when wellness is the business? I feel like they, maybe not antithetical, but they seem kind of like on the opposite ends of what they are about. But how does that work for you?
So I'm getting better. I've been doing this for 2 years, and I feel that actually since I've come here, so maybe the past 5 months, I'm getting pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I have a corporate career in brand marketing.
Okay.
So when I'm in business mode, it's very corporate-like.
Sure.
So that makes a stark difference from that mindset to wellness. I remember when I hosted the event for my last deck, I was doing all of the programming, leading yoga, sharing information about the deck, sound bath. But at the same time, I was intently running the program, making sure like everything's on time. And I have photos that my friend took of me where I'm doing a sound bath, and I'm like, so how do I balance it? Honestly, just being mindful, like telling myself when the event starts or when I'm serving, I need to be in serving mode.
Sure.
And I've also gotten good at asking for help, which I'm not great at.
Yeah.
I've been an independent lady for most of my life, but now I'm still an independent lady who likes help.
Yeah, asking for help, that doesn't take away from your independence.
Absolutely. Actually, I feel like it's made me stronger for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, because that's a self-awareness of like, oh, I may not be equipped enough in this area that I need some help in, and I can ask somebody, because hopefully being in community, which I just got done talking about, which is why the word's fresh in my mind, is that I'm connected with people who have different skills and different experiences that make mine more whole, you know? So speaking of like passing on the affirmation of like, hey, you're beautiful. Like you as a person is beautiful. These two beautiful people over here.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Beautiful beards in the room too.
Beautiful beards in the room and whatever this is. What is like, do you feel like Indy is a space, like affirming space? So I guess two parts of that question: affirming for you individually, and then affirming maybe just in general. Like, does it have that vibe?
It's interesting being back. I don't want to get too deep because I know this is a short conversation, but a part of my wellness journey, self-discovery journey that I experienced when I moved away from home is the experience I had as a child. And I think a lot of times when we're younger and we're in our own bubble, we can often feel the challenges. Maybe in some ways we feel we're not affirmed. We can't find our people and things like that. So I experienced that when I was younger. So now that I am back in Indy, it's important that I'm coming with fresh eyes, with a fresh mind. Me as someone who has grown and evolved a bit, so I can answer that question for myself. Yeah. I'm very honest, but I can say just as a Black person here, I, especially in wellness, I often don't go in spaces where I see myself, where I see people who have my same background, who have my same complexion. So I can say that what I'm doing with the Mama Green in my wellness spaces is to ensure that there's more acceptance for like Black and brown folks. So I can say that I'm still, to answer your question, I'm still discovering, but I'm also contributing to the community here so that I myself, the people that I love, my community, can feel more affirmed. Yeah. Well, you're creating that space. If you don't see it, then somebody's got to step in and make it. And you have the benefit of having been able to go outside of the space for a number of years and then develop, learn, cultivate in your own way, like what wellness means, and then be like, hey, I love where I'm from. I love where, for whatever reason, we're coming back, and I want to bring this back. And then it's like, okay, the space still isn't really here, so let me go ahead and build something for that. What does Indianapolis mean to you? Home. It means walking outside with no shoes on, catching lightning bugs in my hands, seeing a bunch of lakes and walking alongside them. That's what it means for me. And especially living on the West Coast for so long, those are the things that I cherish about this place.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll call them little things, but I don't think that's the right way. I don't want it to diminish it in any way. I'm trying to think of and I don't think nostalgia is the right way to describe it either.
It's nostalgia, but I'm not sure how to explain it, but I can say coming from a desert and coming from a heavily condensed area, I took for granted like being able to do those things or like taking walks and hearing cicadas and seeing birds and stuff. So
yeah, I think about it as like light pollution. Yeah, like I grew up in rural Indiana, and so like I got the experience of like seeing the stars a lot and seeing like pitch black. But living in cities and then like living in like San Diego and Chicago and stuff in those condensed environments, it's like you do lose some of that. And when you were describing it, I was thinking the word space popped up into my head. Like space to move, space to breathe. Not that you can't find that in like LA or in other places, but something.
It's challenging.
It is for sure. And I think the way the city is laid out, but then just Indiana in general as a state, like you can find more of those pockets of space to move freely or however you choose to move.
Yeah. You can, lots of land.
Yeah.
Also too, like lots of space to build community, which is great. It's amazing that, what you're doing here, what all of the tenants in the Stutz are doing where we're having this conversation. I don't know if that's public knowledge, but even to be able to just come here and just hop in, host my events, connect with people, that's space. That's a gem of what Indiana or Indianapolis provides.
For sure. You may have already answered this question, but I want to ask, like, what do you want to see from the wellness space in the city? Not just the rest of the year, but maybe just going forward.
Yeah. And this is what I want to see in wellness spaces in general. In general, okay. Just more like a true third space for people to connect. And what that looks like is we're not just doing yoga. We're not just doing sound bath. It's something else is there.
Sure.
Something else is
just the
there.
activity.
It's not just the activity. Okay. Yeah. Like there's connection. There's, maybe there's food and bev, which I provide. I think that's important.
For sure. Everybody loves a little food and bev.
Yeah. Music, culture, just like rich, integrated experience.
Like you're not just going there to like, okay, I'm checked in and now I'm doing the thing and then I leave. Yeah. It's more of a place to, like you said, just build community and connect. You just mentioned a couple ways that you do that. Any way in particular you found that has really like connected with people or brought them in? Obviously people are different, so there's going to be different ways, but any way that you have either found that's super effective or one that you just really enjoy?
Yeah. One thing about me, especially me having a marketing background, again, I'm not just doing yoga and a sound bath. Right. I was like, you know what? I want to bring a vibe. Like I'm thinking like candles, like I want to feel like I'm in Tulum. So I found that space, which is Saha Wellness Center, ran by a Black woman in Fountain Square. It's beautiful. It's like you're transported into Tulum. So I got candles. I want teas. I want to make it a tea lounge. So I'm bringing in complimentary teas. And also, what else to top it off to wrap it in a bow? Like music. Yeah. We're going to make this a candlelit tea lounge that's going to transform into a music lounge after we finish our activity.
It's a whole experience, a whole ass experience.
Whole ass vibe and experience.
Yes. I love it. Well, in that too, like you're probably finding people in the city to collaborate with, like you just said, to then build. And I think that's the best part about community. And what I've really enjoyed about doing things here in Indianapolis is like people are generally willing to be like, hey, how can we collaborate together? And most of those people are doing pretty cool stuff. So
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Destiny, I appreciate you popping in and sharing a little bit. As we wrap it up here, what's the best way for folks out there listening, watching, tuning in right now to support you, to follow you, to find you at? What's the best way for them to do that?
Yeah, Instagram is the best place, and you can follow me there at the Mama Green.
The Mama Green. The Mama Green on IG. We're going to link it in the show notes, and you're going to make sure to get connected and find yourself some wellness. Find yourself some good vibes. Destiny, thank you so much.
Thank you, Patrick.
Absolutely. Conversation Piece Pod for everything Conversation Piece related. Shout out to Life in Indy for sponsoring this series. And until next time, I've been Patrick Armstrong. This has been The Open Door. See y'all soon.